Yes, Crystal, Savannah, South Africa, so cool. Michigan, Phoenix, Denver, Chicago, Albuquerque. That's amazing. Chitambo, I'm so glad you're back. Utah. Very cool, guys. I love it. I love we got some great energy. The galaxy, more great energy. Karasuma from Paris. I love it. I'm so good. Thanks, Sister Shine. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. It's such a lovely time and such lovely energy to get to be here with you. Oh, Angelina. Hi, friend. All right, Angelina sent the Aurora Groove. Angelina wants to win a one-on-one session with me. Angelina, there's your name backwards. Here we go. Crystal bowl, the magic crystal bowl, and your name's going in it. And we're gonna find out Friday if your name's gonna come out. So, Lit with Wit, what a fun name. Lit with Wit wants to know what's blocking. What's the block? Lit with Wit, you wanna share, like, is there a certain area that you feel blocked? Are you just asking in general? And then we'll find out. But you can, if you have any information you want to share with me, I always say, like, the more specific you are with me, the more specific I can be with you. Because I will get impressions, but when I have context, it's easier to interpret what I'm getting. And then I will try to get to some questions in the chat. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm feeling drawn to first consult with the cards, and we'll get some intuitive impressions. I think that's okay. That feels good to you too. All right, so Lit with Wit. We're just gonna, we just need insight to what's blocking our friend here, specifically about the business and whether or not to sell. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Paul. Okay. Yeah, I feel okay, and then we need to ask what's blocking, because we'll have this information and that will be good, but what's the block specifically? Is there anything blocking our friend here? I'm getting a lot of good information, like good news sort of information for you, which is, I think that's nice to hear sometimes. And sometimes we're like, yeah, but I'm not feeling like that. I'm not feeling that way. I feel like, is there a way, my friend Lit with Wit, is there a way that you could start, because a way that you could start new, but it's not necessarily like, oh, it's this a huge difference in what you're doing. Like, I'm not really getting a huge sign that's like, yeah, definitely start over and sell this thing. I really don't get this. So I'm getting the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles does carry a bit of a new energy. It's a bit of sort of a learning experience with the Page of Pentacles showing up for you too. But I'm not getting, like, it's not like I feel like you're doing better than you think. I feel like you're doing so much better than you think. The cards that come up for you, sorry, we've got a few. The Wheel of Fortune comes up for you. I just feel like things are going to turn around for you. Things are turning around. The Four of Wands, this is a celebration. I mean, I'm trying to find the block, and it's basically like, I think the block, if anything, is just you not thinking you're doing well. is you not thinking it's going well or can go well. Look what else comes in. 8 of Wands. This is like beautiful, good news coming in. The card that comes up from my Oracle deck that I created is a card called You Are Thriving. It wants you to celebrate how far you've come. It wants you to recognize where you've come from and all of the ways that you've been successful. I feel like you're focusing on what's not working, and I want you to focus on what is working. Okay, I'm getting 2 different messages for you from my Oracle deck that both speak to visualizing yourself. Visualize yourself a year from now. Visualize you in your business a year from now. See it as being successful. See you as being more confident, more abundant, and really see, sense, and feel it all going exactly the way you want to. Create this sort of emotional and visual blueprint of what it is you want, what you want it to look like. Keep returning to it. You're going to create an energetic framework that is going to help you attract what you're looking for. It's all about, it all feels like how you're seeing it. Sometimes I want to be able to say like, oh yeah, you like sell the business or something. It's like, no, it's I feel like you got to kind of cheerlead yourself through this. Okay. Yeah, and Lit with Wit, you know, I've dealt with a lot of health problems in the past. That's how I got into doing this type of work. I was very sick, and I did lots of things, like a lot of practical things and you know, earthly bound things, but I also found my way into this kind of work, into Reiki and shamanic healing and hypnotherapy, because I was desperate for healing. And then once I started to get better and I had all this health and joy in my life, I was like, well, now I have to share it. Oops, I stumbled into a job. So yeah, I think there's also, you know, there's lots to do on the physical plane, but on the mental, spiritual, emotional plane, we can also be putting that same visualization into seeing ourselves thriving, seeing ourselves as healthy, communicating to the body what we want it to know, what we want it to feel. So there's a lot there, but I really think it's like some of this is, you know, be your own cheerleader. You're thriving, you're doing better than you think. That's all the messages that are coming through for you. Focus on what's going right. Yes. How we doing? How we feeling? What is it, Wednesday? I heard somewhere it's Wednesday. Yeah, improving your self-talk. We have to catch ourselves, right? It's amazing that once you become aware of how you talk to yourself and you can just start redirecting it, like don't beat yourself up when you talk to yourself in the way that you've talked to yourself forever. Hi, Ash. Catch yourself and lovingly redirect yourself, and you'll be amazed to see, you'll start to notice like, oh, I'm doing it on my own. I'm not having to think so hard about it. It can be kind of magical. There's a lot of things that are magical that seem really simple, but they're just, it's not complicated. It takes like diligence. You have to be focused on it. Hey Ash, you had a question? What can I help you with? What can I do for you, my friend? So nice to be here with you. Thanks, Ash. That's so nice. Thanks for the follows. I'm going to get to questions in the chat as soon as I can. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate hanging out with me. Karasuma, list, it's just Ash. The list is wide open, my friends. Thanks, Divine Shadow. You're up next. You are up next. Okay. Ash wants to know about continuing pursuing a career in beauty or focusing on intuitive gifts. Immediately, Ash, I want to say you don't have to choose. I feel like we think we have to choose. You don't. You don't have to choose. We're going to see what the cards say. But that's what comes up immediately. I want you to do both. We're so multifaceted, right? I think we have to do one or the other. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do just for beauty, just for beauty, just for intuitive gifts, and both. Okay. 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 You know, the cards are funny. The cards have a great way of being. You know, I know you want a clear answer. Yeah, your days feel limited. I hear that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I mean, it's very important for you to be focused on your intuitive gifts. Look who comes out to say hello. This is like, she is intuitive gifts, right? So this is a very positive card that comes out for you. I'm getting like, you can't make a wrong choice. I know you want, it's like you want me to tell you what to do. The cards that come up for you, like that's beautiful. That's really supportive. This comes up for you for the option of just doing intuitive gifts. I feel like this says to me this is a love offering. I feel like business wise, I feel like this says love offering to me. So it's like, it's not about necessarily making it into a job. I think like, and then for both, look what comes up. That's justice. Look at the balance here. So it's like, you know, when it's like, oh, you can do both. It's like, not to say that balance doesn't always mean that it's equal. Balance just means we're in balance. So like, it's somewhere, right? It's supporting one side or the other. So I think like, it could be like, yeah, right now I'm still pursuing my beauty career that's taking up more energy, but I have this balance. I have this balancing of working on my intuitive gifts. So it's like supporting you either way. There might be a time where you're like, this doesn't take so much energy from me, and I can focus more here. I really want you to try to do both as much as you can. And I think this speaks to me the most, right? So this is for you. Your intuitive gifts could be for you. They could be for friends and family. Right now, it's not speaking to me as like, you know, that this should be a full-time job. And I feel like I can sense into like, oh, there's like, you can feel kind of like a burdened feeling when you're like, I have to do everything. But just remember, like, you can balance it out, right? You're gonna support yourself right now with your focus on intuitive gifts. You're here, right? This is like a space where you can be like in this energy, right? We can learn from each other in this chat. So I know I wish I could give you a yes or no answer, but I feel like the answer is really don't pick one road. You're meant to be on both paths. I hope that helps, Ash. Anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Divine Shadow Society, what's your question? Divine Shadow Society, Kayla. Okay, what can you work on? Let's just tune in. Let's tune in and ask. What can Kayla work on? Kayla, immediately what I'm sensing into, I feel like there's like a service component, Kayla. I'm feeling spiritually like, how can you be offering, there's something you could be offering to your community. Thank you. I see that you're on the list. So that's the sense that I get. I sense there's that, and then it could potentially, just feeling into this for a second for you, Kayla. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so there's a bit of that, and then there's like, it's interesting because it's sort of like you're asking, like, what spiritually can you work on? And sometimes the answer to that question of what can I spiritually work on is actually about being a little bit more here, being a little bit more present, being a little bit more like in your body, nourishing your body, being in nature, these like sort of earthly things, right? We think it has to be like, we have to meditate more, or, you know, see what our guides want to say to us. Like, that stuff is great too. I feel like you've got a good foundation of that. I feel like you're open to that. But I feel like what your energy is saying, yes, is to balance that out, be nice and grounded while you're on that spiritual exploration. Like, don't let yourself, it's so great to kind of travel to those spiritual realms and like be kind of floating and out there. Like, it's like, can be really fun. It's like vacation, right? From being on this planet with all of its challenges. But we have to have that nice balance of really being here, really being grounded, really being present, feeling our frickin' feelings. Feeling your feelings again. Yeah, like, it's about being here. How does that resonate with you, Kayla? What does that speak to for you? I feel like I'll tell, I have my interpretation, and then you'll kind of know, like, oh, that means this for me. Yeah, it's really like, there's something about like being in your body, and then there's also the aspect of potentially like, how can you, there's some offering. I feel like there's something that you do, something that you can share, that you're being called to share. Jenny, what's your question? Thanks for sending that beautiful manifesting little crystal ball. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. We're going to do a general for Ginny. Thanks. That's so nice. Yeah, if you're new here, my name's Emily and I'm an intuitive energy healing practitioner. I've been working as one for the last 10 years. And now I'm here just offering you what I can offer on TikTok. Seeing how I can support you and reach people far and wide. Hi. All right, we're gonna do a general reading for Ginny. What do we need to know? What does Ginny need to know today? What's most important? Okay. That's interesting. What else? What else can we tell Ginny about this? I see you. Well, let's one more card for Ginny. Ginny, this is really interesting to me. I feel like there's something about generosity here. I feel like there's I'll tell you what I'm getting and then I'll tell you oh, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah. There's like, okay, so I think that this is what it's about. I feel like this is there's generosity, but I feel like it's actually it's about this balance between giving and receiving. This is what I sense for you, okay? So the first thing that comes out for you is the Six of Pentacles. And this could be a card with sort of literal generosity. Like maybe there's a situation where you're able to, you're giving or receiving generously. But there's also this energy here. We have the scales, right? We have this balance energy as well. And justice comes out for you too. This to me feels like it could be this like energetic exchange. Like it's asking you, what are you giving and receiving and how, and is it in balance? I feel like there's attention to be paid to this. We need to, I think it's like about, there's something about like receiving without guilt. It's like you like allowing yourself to receive, and that could be a literal generosity, and also could be like, are you overgiving? Are you allowing yourself to be supported, to receive? Is that uncomfortable for you to do that? I think that it's time for you to look at what gets in the way. What gets in the way of you feeling able to receive, feeling able to be supported, accepting help, accepting love, accepting kindness. You know, putting yourself in situations where there's reciprocity. Yes. Yes. We're overgiving. We're doing too much. We're doing too much. We got to take a look at it. We got to say, yeah. Time to stop, Ginny. Time to stop. You're your number one priority. Yep. You are over-giving. And giving is a beautiful thing, but we have to look at why we're giving. What is really what's the impulse? Are we giving because we feel like we need to do that to be loved, to be safe? To have value, that we're not enough if we don't show up and give and give and give. Yeah. You got to be your number one priority, my friend. Yes. And I know this because you spot it, you got it. But I've done a lot of work over the last 10, 15 years to make sure that I can give and still make sure I'm receiving and still make sure I'm tending to myself. I'm filling up my own cup, that I'm not giving what I don't have. Can't give what you don't have. It's going to make you exhausted. I hope that was helpful for you, Ginny, and I hope I can support you further in this journey. You know, we all need each other, right? You're so welcome. If you're looking to maybe do a session with me, if you're like, I like this, I'd like some individual attention, I'd like to do some energy healing, you can check out my website. That's lightheartedhealing.com, lightheartedhealing.com. You can also be entered to receive a session with me, an hour-long session just for you. You can send the Aurora Groove, and that gets your name on this little piece of paper. And that paper goes into the crystal bowl. Ding! And that crystal bowl, my hand will go into that on Friday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, probably around like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time we'll do it, maybe 6:30. And you could win a session with me, and I would love to do a session with you. So what can I do for you today? I have been talking about and thinking about, what are we letting go of? If you could have a magic wand and say, like, I know I need to release something. There's something I've been holding on to, maybe someone I've been holding on to, maybe a habit, maybe a way of thinking or being that is not serving me anymore, and I'm ready to release it. We got a full moon coming up. Full moons are an excellent opportunity to release. I'd love to know what it is. What are you trying to release? What do you need to release? Do you know? I feel like you know. Kate wants to work on letting go of anxiety. I know, that's so hard. That's so tough. Thanks for being here. I gotta think about what I want to release for this full moon. Oh, Jenny, I would love to work with you, my friend. Jenny's sent the Aurora Groove to be entered into the crystal bowl for a session. Ready? Boom. All right, Jenny, you're in the crystal bowl. Crystal bowl. It's like funny. I'm like, I hope you win, but I hope everybody wins. I can't. That's great. Always good to release these things. Try to release your fear, release your anger. Sometimes we have to release these things by actually like experiencing them. We have to like, sometimes you're like, I gotta feel this. Do I have any overanalyzers in the group? Where are my overanalyzers at? Where are my overthinkers? Who are the overthinkers here? That's my crew. My crew. I heard this one time and I felt so called out. It's when you're overthinking, you're under feeling. And I was like, oh, red to filth. And I'm a Pisces, so I can't help but be a feeler, but I try. My mind tries to outthink the feelings. All right, friends, what do we need to know today? How are we doing? Yeah, we think that, if you think through every scenario that could ever go wrong, right, that you're preparing yourself. That's often the case with overthinking. Trying to figure things out. Yep, I talk about the merry-go-round a lot, like being on a mental merry-go-round where we just keep thinking the same things. And we have to kind of move outside of ourselves sometimes because, you know, it's like if the problem sort of was created in your mind, it's like you kind of need outside help, you need outside support in order to change it because you're just in a loop. Hi, Linda. Hi. Jerry, I don't really believe in like jinxing yourself by overthinking, but I also feel like there's sort of a tenet of a type of shamanism based in Hawaii, and one of the 7 principles of it, and I think it's the first principle, it's the world is what you think it is. The world is what you think it is. So if we have a belief system that we're kind of running through if we're running through our mind all the time, it's just going to create your worldview. So if you're the kind of person that's like everything's always going wrong, I don't think it makes the world where everything is going wrong. It makes you see a world where everything's going wrong. Hey. So we're talking about lots of things. We're talking about releasing. We're talking about releasing things. What is it time to release for you? How can I help you? Amy, are you here? Do you want to talk about the Enneagram? Yeah, the world is what you think it is. If you walk down the street and you think, what a dump, this place is full of trash, your mind is going to go towards every place on that street that's full of trash. You're just going to go and look and see every place that's just filled with garbage. But if you walk down the street and say, this world is a beautiful place, you're going to notice those places that are beautiful. You're going to notice the nature, you're going to notice the temperature is nice, the blue sky, right? Oh, Linda. Linda, thanks for sending those beautiful butterfly dents. What can I do for you, Linda? Linda's looking for a spirit guide. Okay, so spirit guide energy, this is energy that can come in to support you when you're going through whatever you're going through. This is energy that can show up for you, that you can borrow from, that this is just energy that is supportive, that has a wisdom, a medicine for you. So we're going to tap in and we're just going to find out. I'm just going to tune in and see, what does Linda need to know right now? Beautiful. So I come from a tradition of not Hawaiian shamanism, a variety of shamanism backgrounds, including Hawaiian, but so I get a lot of guides come through in animal imagery. So your guide that came through for you is the wolf. The wolf, Linda. Wolf energy is about it's about independence, right? We got the lone wolf, but it's also, we have the imagery of the wolf in the pack. So we have that balance of being an independent spirit, but also making sure that we're relying on our community. We can have both, right? Wolf can also be a call to kind of reclaim the wildness of yourself, the wildness of your spirit, your connection to nature. We feel like we're separate from nature, we think of ourselves like human beings. It's like it's us, and then it's nature, and nature's like this other thing. But it's not. We're a part of it. We've disconnected in our society from being an extension, a part of nature. So this could be about tapping back into that, tapping back into the sort of wildness of your spirit. What are the things that you have that sort of feel like they shut you down about yourself? Like we're all these sort of natural expressions of ourselves that are meant to be exactly as we are, except we are in a human society that tells us we should be something different. And that's what being human's all about. In nature, nothing shuts down on itself. There's nothing in nature that's trying to be anything other than what it is. So I feel like the wolf's call is to have that as an expression. How can you, what are the parts of you that you can really let shine, that you can just be yourself and express yourself and be exactly as you are without shutting anything down? That's part of what wolf calls you to do. And there's also the element of it's time to rely on the pack. I feel like that energy is true for you, Linda. The wolf, that's so cool. Ow. Thanks for being here. We're just hanging out. You're welcome, Linda. Earlier I was asking everybody if they knew their astrological sign, but I was wondering if anybody knows their Enneagram or their human design type, if we're interested in that. Hey, thanks for the Let Butterflies Dance. We're gonna do a spirit guide for you. Does anybody know your human design type or your Enneagram? I'm an Enneagram 2. I'll share with you first. And a human design, I'm a generator with an emotional authority. Let me know if you know. If you're interested in either of those things, I can direct you where you need to go to get more of that information. It's different. It's different. We got an Enneagram 8 in the house. Yeah, it's different from a life path number. It's a sort of a personality typing system. Enneagram specifically is sort of how you express yourself as a person, who you are as a person, whereas something like human design is more about when you were born and how you were designed to be from a spiritual perspective. Ooh, it's pouring rain here. Listen, we're talking about what we're letting go of, what we're releasing, and the rain has come in over here to be a part of that. We're releasing, we're letting go. Hi. Thanks for being here. Yeah, what are we letting go of? What's the time to release? Let's see. All right. Fear. I was just gonna say that. It's always good to try to release our fear. The spring fairy, my friend, the spring fairy. Spirit guide for you, my friend. Spirit guide or aura. Sometimes when we don't know what we want to release, we have something like a full moon coming up where we have an opportunity to let go, and we don't know what that is. We don't have to know. We can just say, I'm releasing anything that's no longer serving me. Okay. I feel like I want to come back to that idea. I want to come back to releasing what's no longer serving us. Maybe we'll do a little work around that in a little bit. All right, Spring Fairy, we're going to do a spirit guide reading for you. Tapping into your energy now. Okay, I'm getting a little message for you, and I'm going to just put that to the side and then see if we have a specific guide that's coming through. Yep, I see you. Oh, okay. I love this. Okay, Spring Fairy. All right, so the messages for you. So immediately what I saw was a dandelion. And I was like, is this a spirit guide? This looks like a flower. But what it's saying to me is that there's some sort of wish. There's something you're desiring. I feel like spirit is just giving you like a yes to that, giving you like, yes, there's a wish and you're allowed to wish it. You're allowed to hope. The guide that comes through for you is a grasshopper. And the grasshopper is about taking a leap. It's such a beautiful combination. I feel like the grasshopper is like, with the combination of that is like, have a dream, and grasshopper is going to give you the courage to make that leap into it, to take whatever steps you need to take to make that wish come true. It's sort of like, it's almost like Jiminy Cricket, even though it's a grasshopper. But yeah, that's like, grasshoppers are also, they bring like really good luck. Hey, thanks for that, heartbeat. So I feel like that's your spirit guide, and it's really affirming whatever the thing is that you're wishing for, to keep wishing for it and call upon this guide. When we specifically ask, like, sometimes we know a guide, right? We have a belief that we have guides, we have a higher power, higher self that's here, they're here for us. Sometimes we don't, but if we just have this sense of like, I know that there's something that's here for me, and we can like even make it up, right? If you're like, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna give it an image. Once we do that, once we can be specific with what it is you want. Sometimes your guides are just sitting around waiting for you to ask. Sometimes we just gotta say it, like, we gotta do this. I want this, bring this to me. And then, do we feel like it's possible? Do you feel like it's possible? Do you feel like you deserve it? If the answer is no to that, we got to work on those things to make space to really believe that it's possible. Fun message for you there, Spirit Fairy. Fun message. Hi. So if you're new here, my name's Emily. I'm an intuitive energy healing practitioner. I'm a practitioner. I'm a hypno in what support I can. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can check out my website, lightheartedhealing.com, or you can send the Aurora Groove viewer wish. That gets your name on a piece of paper, put into this bowl. On Friday, I'm going to choose a name out of it to get a free one-on-one session with me. One-on-one for an hour. We can do energy healing, we can do guidance, I can give you a human design reading, whatever it is you'd like to use that time for. The Aurora Groove gets your name in the crystal bowl. Thanks, DJ. That's so nice. That's so nice. What can we do for you here today? What do we need? What do we need here today? How we doing? How we feeling today? If everybody is interested, if you want to send in your current vibration. Okay, what's going on with you? If you could kind of sum up in a word or two how you feel right now, what would that be? Are you tired? Are you anxious? Are you relaxed? We got a discombobulated. Well, I hope that we can get you combobulated. Happy to see me, that's so nice. A little uncertain lately. Yeah. Right, that's oftentimes when we find ourselves in these TikTok rooms with, you're like, oh, I'm seeing you for the first time, but maybe you can help me. I'm feeling uncertain. Oh, Lynn, I'm so glad you feel at peace. Hi, sunshine. Relaxed and hopeful. I love that. I love that. Nice to meet you too. Angel, I feel ya. I feel ya. Nice to meet you too. Does anybody have any questions? Closing time. So I have a traditional tarot deck. I like a traditional deck. I might not be a traditional gal, but but I like a traditional deck. And then I also have this oracle deck that I created. This has all of the practices, the guidance, all of the things, 52 cards worth of information that I compiled from over a decade of working with clients one-on-one, the things that we tend to do in sessions, the advice that tends to come up, and I put it into an oracle card, an oracle deck. Ding! This is currently just for me. Hey, thanks Linda for those butterflies. All of the cards are just my handwriting. We're gonna get some art going so that I can share these. Ultimately, the goal is that, you know, a lot of what I know I could put into a deck that you could either pull a card and say, what do I need to know today? Or since there's 52, you could set it up and say, I'm gonna do one of these a week. I'm gonna focus on one of these a week for a year and have a year of healing. Yay! Thanks, Simply Can. Let's see, I feel like we had a butterfly come through. Yes, Linda sent a butterfly. Linda, is this your second butterfly? Are you looking for something else? Or is this a different Linda? That's interesting, DJ. You know, there's something about this full moon that, in addition to, you know, being an opportunity for release, which every full moon can be, this full moon is in Aquarius, and this full moon, I think, is really inviting us to stop performing, stop showing up as what you think you need to be. Stop putting on the costume of what you think you need to be and start showing up as you. We had this in our reading for somebody specifically earlier, but I think that this is a message for a lot of people. Yeah, how are you showing up in the world? Are you letting yourself really express yourself as you are, or are you trying to you're trying to sell yourself to the world, sell yourself to other people, when you should just be showing yourself. We need you. We need you to be exactly as you are. Linda, I'm going to tap into your aura, okay? Lovely. All right, Linda. Really nice energy. Sometimes when I'm doing this, like, other guides show up and I'm like, okay, I see you. So we're just getting information on your aura, Linda. Yeah, I'm getting, yeah. So Linda, I'm getting very, very purple energy from your aura. It's purple and white, which I feel like that's like incredible spiritual energy around you. A lot of the time I'll get purple just sort of in a general spiritual kind of sense. White energy feels to me like a lot of spiritual presence around you. So I feel like your ancestors' energy is really around you, or people that you've lost. So I feel like you have like a lot of spiritual energy very close to you, and very potentially very open to connecting in with that energy. Yeah, beautiful purple and white aura for you, Linda. I feel like there's energy that like it like makes itself known to you, but you're kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, beautiful energy. Yeah. When I started tuning in, like different guides were showing up and I was like, okay, but we're doing aura right now. Like, I'm gonna need you to step aside for a little bit. Yeah, you've got a lot of spiritual energy around you. Beautiful. Hey, Sunny. We got a lot of butterfly dances today. That's so nice. Thanks for sending those butterfly dances. Sunny, it's nice to see you. Hi. What can I do for you today? What can I do for you today? Aura, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Linda butterflies showing up for you, spiritual messengers. All right, Sunny, we're tapping into your beautiful aura. Sunny, yeah, very nice. Yeah, very, yeah, just double checking on it. So Sunny, your aura reads as very, it's crazy because it's like sunny and you're sunny, but like, it's very, you have a very bright yellow and orange aura. I can't make, this is what it is. So I feel like there's this journey, I feel like you're on a journey of self-expression, self-confidence. I feel like you're really working on believing more in yourself. And I feel like you have a lot of creative energy. I feel like you have a lot of creative inspiration you can tap into. I feel like you're meant to be creating. So I feel like that is how your aura is expressing itself. I feel like you've made some changes, that you're on this journey of expressing yourself more fully. Like you're letting this thing that I don't know if you were here, Sunny, when I was talking about this full moon being an opportunity for us to kind of shed any costumes that we're trying to wear, any way that we're like trying to audition for life, that we need to be showing up as our true self, letting that true self shine. It's time for that. And I feel like your aura is showing that too. Sunny says, spot on, new job, art, reading every day, debating going to school to become a doctor in psychology. Yes, I feel like you're really stepping into yourself. I feel like you're really like, I care about myself. I'm taking care of myself. Yeah, I love that you're doing art. I definitely think that's great. This is beautiful, Sunny. Like you're on a great path. That's lovely. Lovely. Sunny, if you're interested in, Bradley, thanks for the manifesting. I'm doing a giveaway for a one-on-one session with me. If you'd like to receive that, you just send the Aurora Groove. It makes me have this tiara that I love. It lights up my day for a moment. And then your name goes on a piece of paper and it goes into the crystal bowl. So if you're interested in a session with me, that's how you do it, beyond just booking one, which you can do as well. But the Aurora Groove does that too. Arnak08, I see you. I missed it. I was probably in Sunny's aura. Arnak08, Francine, writing your name down. Thank you for letting me know that. Don't want to miss you. Your name's on here. Hello, Francine. Oh, thanks for asking, Sunny. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to pull them on Friday. Friday at like about this time on Friday. Here we go, Francine. Don't forget. Put Francine in the bowl. Boop. That's fun. Boop. That's fun. That's lovely. All right, who is up? We've got Sav with the spirit guide or aura, and then Bradley, you're on deck. The AI summary says a psychic is reading auras and giving advice on self-expression. Well, AI, I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive. That's different. Yes. Yeah, Arnak, Francine, so that entered you into the giveaway for a session. So you're in the bowl, you're in the crystal bowl. So yeah, I'm an intuitive. I feel into, sense into, see into energy. I don't know the distinction between a psychic, but that feels like somebody usually describes themselves as being able to see the future, and I don't see the future. I feel into the present. That's what we're doing here. I can sense into your energy. I can sense into how things are going, but I'm not interested in the future. The future doesn't exist. Only the present exists. All right, Sav, I'm back. I'm here. Let's intuit into your spirit guide, okay? We're going to tune into your energy, Sav. And I describe this, the way that I sense and feel it, it's like almost like I kind of step into you, like I'm putting on you as, as a set of clothes. So I kind of feel it and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Oh, it's lovely here. Wow, Sav, you got a lot going on. Wow, all right. Well, this is a lot of energy. Do we need to, what's most, oh my God, Sav, you've got like a menagerie. This is like, I'm being bombarded by spiritual energy. It's very nice, but we need to just, someone needs to come forward who's the most important to know about today. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was crazy. Sav, that was nuts. You have so much energy. So much energy around you. Okay, so I got it's great. You have so much spiritual energy. It was like I was like in the middle of, I felt like I was like in the middle of the forest, and there was just like energy crossing and coming into my view. Okay, so the energy that's coming through for you today, that's most important for you to know, is the energy of the moose. Sometimes I'm like, okay, moose, we're going with moose. But moose is a beautiful energy. Moose is like a very super grounded energy. Canada. There's like a gentleness to the moose, but there's also a real protective energy to moose. Yes, moose has your back. Yeah, like moose are, I was gonna say mooses, that's not right at all. Moose are extremely protective, extremely grounded. Yeah, there's something here about having really sacred boundaries. Meese. Yeah, it's like, I think that there's the questions you can ask are like, where can I stand more confidently in my power? There's also where in my life do I need more grounding? And then I think the other offering that moose can give you is that sense of protection. Like it's almost like you are the moose and the moose cub. So how can that moose protect that moose cub? I think there's a call to also tend to that little inner Sav who, it's like maybe she got Sav got the protection Sav needed. Closing time wants the Aurora groove. Yeah, there's some questions to ask yourself there, and you can also dive more deeply into moose energy and what that means for you. Closing time sent the Aurora groove. Closing time. You're welcome, Sav. Closing time going in the bowl to get a session with me potentially. In 2 days' time, we're gonna pull from the bowl. And you could get a session with me. Chip Junkie wants it. Chip Junkie's interested. Guys, I'm obsessed with that viewer wish. It's seen. All right, Chip Junkie. Francine, send your question again. Woohoo! Chip Junkie's going in the crystal bowl. First up, we have, oh yes, okay, I see you, Arnak. Okay, Bradley, sorry guys, I'm a little behind. Bradley, what's your question? And then Arnak, Francine, you're up next. You're up next. Question. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's raining here. We got a nice cleansing energy. Bradley. Okay, so you're asking a question about the future, and that's great. Like I I just sense into present energy, but present energy extends into the future, right? We're creating an energetic blueprint that creates the groundwork, that lays the groundwork, builds the foundation, and builds the whole house of the future. So what I sense into is, if nothing changed from this present moment, what would be the outcome? So if we're thinking, if we're getting an answer that's like, it doesn't look good, we can sense into what can we change, what can shift energetically in order to have the outcome that we desire. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing readings. I'm doing intuitive readings. Okay. Closing time. Okay. Let's see. What is soon? What are we hoping is soon, Bradley? We need to know that, because spirit, like soon to spirit is like, is feels different. Yeah. Yes, it's a full moon tonight. A week? How do we feel about a week? Bradley, I'm getting more like within the month. Week is a little, week is weak. Week feels weak to me. So yeah, cards coming up. The Nine of Wands is a little bit of like, this is positive, but it's sort of like you kind of feel like you got run through the ringer. Is that something? An offer. An offer. I feel like, okay, I mean, sensing into the energy, it's like within the week, no, within 2 weeks, I get a yes. Yes, Marie, you can still get on the list. I'm sure I'll check green bean casserole, but I think you're there. I'll let you know in a second. So this feels positive to me, Bradley. I feel like it is an offer. Justice comes up. That's positive as well. So I think I see it happening. It's just like a week is, I could be wrong, but I'm feeling it feels like a little bit more than a week. All right, what do we got up here? Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this list. Okay, Francine, we're gonna do your question now. Then green bean casserole, I see you there. And then closing time. And that's the list right now. So if you're looking for my attention, you could get it really soon. So Francine, would you send me your question one more time? I appreciate it. I just want to keep singing closing time for your name, closing time. All right, let's feel into business being successful in 2026. Yeah, I feel a yes for you. It's another question, right, which is interesting. It's the same sort of thing as like, will it happen soon? It's like, what is successful? Tori, I feel like I feel like there's another space for you where you'd be happier than my room. So what is your definition of what does successful mean to you? I feel like it's interesting, right? Like we think like, I want this to happen soon. I want to feel successful. Like, what does that mean? Abundance, yeah. Yeah. I think it's like it's not going to be without hard work. But I see it. I see you putting in the hard work. That's what it feels like to me. It's like it is successful. Is it gonna, there might be a little bit of like effort to it this year. You know, we're putting in, but this is positive. This is a good positive card. It's not, you know, we see this card coming up at the bottom of the deck. You know, this is like, it's a burden, but it's also like, it's a passion. Wands can be a representation of passion. So it's like you're carrying this. It's not necessarily easy right now. I see you putting in the hard work. It's you know, the energy for this year is not like, oh, it's overflowing. It's like you're putting your head down and you're working hard. But I think it's for a good reason. It's to a positive conclusion. This is the ultimate conclusion. So you are working towards being extremely abundant. It's like within this year, it might be more like, this is hard work, but it's good. It is successful, but it might not be completely without effort. Okay, who is up next? What did I say? I said green bean casserole. Well, it's funny when I don't know your real name and I'm just like, I'm gonna tap into the energy of green bean casserole. I love green bean casserole. Green bean casserole, are you here? Hi, Alexis. I can call you green bean casserole. Hi, Michaela. So happy you're here. Hey, thanks for saying that. I really appreciate it. It's like the best compliment when people say that they think I have good energy. Like that. I love that. I love it. All right, Alexis. Alexis, you're looking for a spirit guide? I have closing time in my head still. I'm gonna have to sing it soon. I'll sing it when we're closing. All right, green bean. No, I love it. I think it's funny. But yeah, I'm just gonna like go into your energy and just be like, I know who I want to take me home. All right, Alexis / green bean casserole. We're gonna tap into your energy. It's so fun, guys. It's really, it's such a treat to tap into your energy. I feel like I get to know you a little bit. Okay, Alexis, let's see what comes through for you. We're either gonna do an aura. I'm feeling immediately like I get a really good sense of your aura. You've got a lovely energy, very friendly energy. Yeah, it's so nice. This is where I slow down because I'm like, this is just nice here. I'm gonna just hang out in Alexis's energy. All right. Yeah, lovely stuff. What's the most important thing for Alexis to know today? Whoa. Whoa, okay, so this is really cool. I'm actually obsessed with this. So I get a lot of animal energy coming through because that's the tradition that I've worked in. I've done a lot of work in shamanism, shamanic healing, which is indigenous nature-based spirituality and healing. So that's like a language that I have is through animals. I'm getting... For you, Alexis, I got the energy of a knight, and I think it's one of the knights from like the Knights of the Round Table, like an Arthurian knight as a guide for you. I think this is so cool. Do you think this is so cool? Yeah, it's like... I want to say, I'm like, do we have a name? I don't know much about this, but I feel like I'm getting, like, the name is Galahad. So I don't know if this is like, I feel like I can interpret this a little bit. I feel like you can kind of go on a quest, go on your own search for the Holy Grail about this guide for you. I don't know, maybe you have some sort of, I don't know if you have any like ancestry that is tied to, I don't know if you're like have any UK ancestry at all, or if this is like purely like an energetic thing. But it could be this could be like a guide for you. Like, are you on a quest? Are you feeling like there's something like that's your heart's desire, that's this that's your holy grail that you're seeking? I'm finding this to be, I hope you think it's as cool as I do. But yeah, there's like, I think, you know, with a knight in so many ways, we have symbols of courage, of integrity, devotion. I feel like these are things for you, but like, do some exploration on this knight. I feel like he's got energy for you on whatever sacred quest is next. Wow, you do have that ancestry? That's so cool. Yes, okay, you're on a quest. Yes, you've got this quest energy. That's awesome. Okay, I'm so glad that came through for you. Yeah, so like I can interpret, I like when I see and sense things, I have my own interpretation, but it's great for you to take it and say, like, what does this mean to me? What's the most important thing? Like, how do I translate that? Like, for all of you, like, how do I translate this information that I'm getting? That's so important. That's so cool. Thank you for letting me into your lovely energy and to get that spirit guide. Wow, Linda, that's beautiful. Linda is going to get an energy reading. That's lovely, Linda. That's so beautiful. Okay, so first up, we've got our friend Closing Time, who I keep singing their name. We're gonna find out what's blocking you. Closing Time, do you have a specific question? Let me know. Gosh, guys, these AI summaries are so funny. Yeah, pretty cool. We're all on our quest for our Holy Grail. What's your Holy Grail? What's the Holy Grail for you? I know it's like, it's funny because it's coming from the AI summary, but like, what is your Holy Grail? What is the thing that you are seeking? What's the thing you're seeking so passionately? I feel like a lot of the time we do have a thing, like, what is my quest? For a long time, I was on a quest for health. That was like all of my focus had to go towards good health. That was my quest that I was on. And now I feel like I'm on a quest to help as many people as I can. And that feels nice. All right, Grace. Hi, Grace. Grace, can you tell me anything? Would you like to share anything so we can get into what might be going on with you? What might be blocking you? Hi, Evo. Thanks for being here. To give the world a collection of myself. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't identify as a witch. I don't identify as a witch. I identify as an intuitive energy healing practitioner. Yeah. I identify as a helper. Nice to see you too. Nice to see you. My friend Grace, Closing Time, my new friend. Yeah, okay. Questioning my own strength, I go against my intuition. Okay, let's feel into that. What's making us question our own strength? Yeah. Yes. Okay. We're gonna see what the cards have to say too. But just I'm intuiting initially, and then we'll see what the cards say. Yeah, Summer, remind me, okay? Yeah, so much. Oh wow. Yeah. So Grace, I feel like this is definitely coming from the past. Yeah. Okay. So I'm feeling like you sort of developed your sense of self in a way in your childhood. I feel like it's childhood. It's like a younger self. And it feels to me like I'm getting like a masculine energy from this. Like, I don't know if it's like a male family member or a teacher, but I feel like there's somewhere along the way you were taught that you shouldn't trust yourself or needed to like outsource your trust outside of yourself. Like you learned that it's like I'm not really like strong enough to do it myself. I'm not really I don't know if it's like smart enough. There's like a belief system that's like I can't do it. I have to, like, somebody else will know better. So it's like it's an absorption of beliefs from other people that has you not believing in yourself. But you really should, when I consult the cards about you, it's like, this is so positive. This is like the universe showing up for you and making things happen for you. Like you have really positive energy around you. Oh, that's great. Yeah, there's lots of good ways to sort of reinforce your belief in yourself. But I feel like there's a deep dive to do in those sort of like emotions that come up around not being able to trust yourself. The Queen of Cups comes through for you. I feel like it's like we have to dive into emotion. Like, Queen of Cups is like water of water. It's like emotion of emotion. I feel like this is your journey, is to kind of dive deep with these feelings. And there's lots of, tapping lab, I'm assuming that's EFT. There's lots of places where we can go to support really diving into those emotions, diving into those belief systems, trying to change those belief systems, rewrite those stories, rewire those neural pathways. We have to be like your own, like, step into your own authority of what you want to believe. So all of those belief systems that you've absorbed in the past, you have to step into the authority to be like, this is what we believe now. We're not doing that anymore. Got to kind of be strong and firm with yourself. You also, this is the kind of stuff that I do one-on-one. You could send, I don't know if you already sent the Aurora Groove, so you're already in the crystal bowl to get a session with me. Then we can deep dive together if you do receive that session. We can deep dive. We can only do so much over TikTok. I'm glad I can connect with you. I hope that was helpful. but we can only scratch the surface, and a lot of these things we need a deep dive. Okay, AMV27 sent the butterflies. That is a spirit guide or aura. Yeah, closing to Grace, I feel like that there's something about energetically shifting things within your familial line. And I hope we can dive into that together, or you can dive into that wherever you like. Hi Ash, you looking for a spirit guide or an aura reading? So we're going to do Ash's spirit guide or aura, then we're going to do Linda's energy reading, and then Kate had a question. That is the list. Spirit guide for Ash. Great. That's so much fun. Okay. Let's tap into Ash. Okay. Well, guys, sometimes it takes a second. They really I have to go find them, and sometimes they're right in my face right away. Just clarifying, because sometimes it'll show up really fast and I'm I just want to make sure. It will come around again. Yep, there it is. That's what it is. All right, Ash, your spirit guide that has shown up for you today is a dolphin. It showed up for you so fast, and sometimes I feel like when it shows up really, really quickly for me, a lot of the times that feels like a sign that it is a guide that has been with you for a really long time, that it's potentially been with you, supporting you for your whole life. That's typically the sense I get when they're right there as soon as I tap in. Dolphin is beautiful, so sweet, such a playful energy, such an encouragement of joy. It also has such deep ancestral wisdom, like such ancient emotional wisdom. So I feel like maybe you're somebody who has extreme emotional depth. You're you're able to feel other people's feelings. You're really tapped in. And I think dolphin, you can explore on your own what dolphin might mean to you. Dolphin to me it's sort of a combination of balancing out that ancient wisdom, that sense of deep emotion, the access to incredible intuition, but also to not forget joy and play. You gotta have both balanced. And that might be something you might be a person that is kind of that balance, you embody that balance. Oh, I'm glad that resonates. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, dolphin is it's been with you forever. I think there's a reason you were drawn to them as a child. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, do some more deep diving with the dolphin. All right, Linda, you're here for your energy reading. This is so cool. We can tap into your energetic system. Linda, do you want to chat with me? Pop back up in the chat and we'll tap into your energy. Hi, Linda. Linda, I've gotten to spend some time with you today, and that's lovely. Okay, Linda, so yeah, I'm just gonna tap into your energy. Is there anything you want to share with me before I do that? What can I share? Okay, we're gonna just tap into your energy. All right, Linda. Yes, we're back in the beautiful purple aura. All right, yep, okay. So I'm immediately being drawn. I'm going to start assessing your energy from your crown of your head down. Yeah, I've got a very strong crown energy center. Beautiful, which I could have guessed. Third eye is good. This energy center here feels very good to me. That's where we start to have a little bit of an issue. Checking in on the heart chakra. How are we doing here? Pretty strong. I like that. Okay, so far what I'm noticing, we've got some stagnancy in the throat space and that energy center. How are we doing? Solar plexus? Not too shabby. Linda, you're doing great. Linda, lots of good energy here. Sacral? Strong? Yeah, really strong. Okay, how about our root chakra? Feeling into that, sensing into that. Feeling into that, sensing into that. Energetic, almost like a leak. Yeah. Okay, so predominantly I feel like your energy is really, really nice and strong. We've got a divide between, I think this is what it is. So we have some stagnancy in the throat chakra. This is your energy center that needs the most attention, is your throat chakra. Sometimes this happens when we have a little bit of a divide between heart and head, between kind of our core and our mind. So we have this little bit of a disconnection. This also can be about a struggle with speaking up. What are you not saying? What are we not saying? Some sort of like struggle with expressing yourself. Sometimes, I don't know if this is a case for you, I'll tap into it, but I just wanted to share this. Like sometimes we actually can have issues in the throat chakra because we're actually, it's like we're not expressing ourselves in alignment. We're like, you can actually be overly, I don't think this is true for you, Linda, but just to share this, like I think sometimes we can have an overactive chakra where it's like we're saying too much. But Linda, I think we need to speak up a little bit more and kind of connect this divide between, it's like, how can we align head and heart? Crystal. Okay, Crystal Klein. Fizz City. Here we go. Crystal's going in. Crystal wants it. Crystal's like, that's my one-on-one session. So Linda, like, you know, I think it's sort of like, how can we speak up? How can we express ourselves more? Trying to think of anything else practical. Like, you can, you know, I'll as much as I can, I want to come on here and offer some energy healing. So like Reiki could be good for this, but you can also go online and there's, you know, meditations for, there are energy healings specific to the throat chakra. Those would be things that I would recommend for you. That's amazing. Okay, great. Linda, so let's do some Reiki on yourself. Perfect. That's great. So do lots of Reiki here. Yeah, and then just a little bit of a call for a little bit more making sure you're grounded, making sure you're caring for your physical body in all the ways that you can that feel right to you. Getting your feet on the earth. It's just like a little touch of needing to ground. But other than that, let's put that attention towards the throat chakra. Okay, great. Kate, it's been a little bit. Are you still here? Do you have a question? Linda, thanks for being here. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was helpful. Kate, your question. Will you be able to maintain your boundaries while supporting a friend during divorce? Yes, you will. You will, but you're going to be mindful about it. The fact that you're asking that question is a yes to me. We're going to talk to the cards about it for a second, but you will. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Cool. Linda, thanks for being here. Sending you lots of love. Thanks, Liz. I'm doing so good. I'm doing well. I'm loving spending time with you. Inertia, yeah. You've got lots of energetic support. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, okay. So I see, Kate, I see, yeah, you want to have compassion but protect your heart. I see that for you. Okay. So the Knight of Cups, this is like an emotional quest you're on. You're on a quest to offer lots of love and support, right? But the quest is to protect your peace, protect your energy. I see this going well for you. I think that the guidance here, right? The King of Swords comes up, and I feel like there's an energetic, the card that came up from my deck, which is a great card to coincide with this fella, is cut the cords that bind you. Okay, I think it would be really good to initially cut cords with this friend. You know, we think of cutting cords as being something we have to do energetically when we like want someone out of our life. It's like you maybe have a dynamic with this person that leads you to maybe overgive, not have those boundaries. We're gonna cut those cords, okay? You can go to my page. I have a cord cutting video. We're getting rid of this dynamic. We're getting rid of anything old, anything that's not serving us in order to make room for something new. I think you could be energetically cutting cords with the situation, with your friend who you're on this quest to offer this loving support to. This is your quest. You will be successful. Do not worry. Cut the cords every single time. Cut them every day if you have to. Where like you're telling your system, this person's energy is not going to get in, okay? And then you're gonna be mindful of your boundaries. You're gonna be mindful of what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. And you're not gonna, this quest is not about abandoning yourself. This is not about sacrificing everything in order to, this is like, you offer your love, right? You offer what you have. You don't give more than what's in this cup. Okay, this is all we got. We focus on what we have to give. I hope that's helpful. That's like, you know, from an energetic standpoint. Yay, good. So glad. So happy to help you. And we have, is that Ash again? Oh my gosh. Did the butterflies just just show up again? Hi, Marie. Hi. Okay, Ash, did you sent the butterflies? Yeah, an aura reading, and then Marie Christine, and that's it. That's great, Ash. Okay, we're gonna tap into your aura, Ash. Lovely. Nice. Okay. Just checking in. Yep. Okay, so Ash, your aura reads predominantly as blue. You have a beautiful blue, deep blue aura. We were just talking about earlier about expressing yourself, knowing, when your voice is meant to be shared. And for you, I feel like this is actually quite in alignment. That you have a real kind of true expression of who you are that you're showing to the world, and that's beautiful. You also have purple in your aura. Oh, thanks, Crystal. That's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have purple in your aura as well, which I always get for people who are very spiritually inclined. Very, very connected, very open to spirit. So you have a beautiful blue and purple aura, and you can also do your own deep dive into, other interpretations and other beliefs about aura colors. There might be something that resonates for you personally, something that blue and purple means to you. So I always encourage you to go on your own exploration, your own holy grail quest, to go into like what things mean to you and your own personal connection to them. Marie Christine, you sent the butterflies as well. That's so nice. Are you looking for a spirit guide or an aura reading? And we're going to be wrapping things up pretty soon. So if you're interested in getting a session with me, you'll have another opportunity tomorrow and Friday. But if you're like, I got to get these in, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be there, just send that nice little Aurora groove and your name will go in the crystal bowl to get a one-on-one hour-long session with me. Okay, Marie Christine, we're going to tap into your aura or your spirit guide. We're going to just tap into your energy and see what wants to come through. Oh, you've got such a sweet energy. You've got a really sweet energetic system. It's very lovely. You all do, like everybody that I've connected with today, just everybody's got such lovely energy, but it's all like a little different. All right, what do we need to know today? What's showing up for Marie? Very nice. Nice. Okay. Marie, you have a very lovely, predominantly pink aura. You got a little bit of purple in there too. Pink to me, when I see a pink aura, it tends to be people who are like very, very loving, very sweet, very empathetic, very connected into their heart energy in a very sweet and lovely and generous way. And purple is a color I see for people who are tapped into and very open to spiritual energy, really surrounded by spiritual support, open to inspiration from the universe, from the guides. So Marie, that is what I get for you. I got a very beautiful pink and purple aura. Crystal, you sent the butterflies as well. What are you looking for, my dear Crystal Klein? That's so cool, Marie. I'm glad you like it. We're doing a couple more spirit guide or aura readings. It's been lovely to hang out with you. And I'll be here, if you're enjoying this, please follow me. I'll be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, Crystal, let's see what comes through for you today. Tapping into Crystal's energy. Yeah, we're getting your aura right away. I got your sort of primary color. Yep. Crystal, you look like the Emerald City. You look like Oz. It's so green. It's so green and lovely. Really, really nice. Green is another energy that I get. Green is often connected to the heart chakra. I get that with pink as well. But green is also very deeply loving, very generous spirit. Yeah, a lot of power comes from your heart space. I'm also getting some purple. I feel like you're another person. I feel like you and Marie are kind of like cousins energetically. You have that really beautiful openness to spiritual energy, a lot of spiritual energy around you. It's really nice. It's nice. People with green auras also sometimes are sometimes very connected to nature as well. So you have that. But yeah, you have like a very green aura with purple. Beautiful, like just such beautiful, loving, generous energy. Really lovely. And 144K, you were looking for a spirit guide or aura too. What can I do for you? We did lots of spirit guides today. It was so fun. We did a little bit of energy reading. 144KM. All right, let's get a spirit guide for you. We've been so busy the last few times together. I haven't been able to do any energy healing, so hopefully tomorrow we'll do some of that. All right, 144KM. I'm gonna call you KM, okay? Okay, we're gonna tap into KM's energy. Another very sweet, lovely. I only get the loveliest people. All right, we're gonna get a spirit guide though, because we're in your lovely energy, and we're asking one of your guides to come forward. Who is the most important guide? Okay, I see you. We're just gonna check in on this, okay? Yeah, I'm getting some really beautiful guides for you. Yeah, that's really lovely. Okay, so KM, we are getting, I got a couple guides for you. The guide that I feel like it's the most important to share with you is the horse. I got a really lovely, beautiful energy of horse for you. Horse as a spirit guide is encouraging you to really believe in yourself. It's a real guide for personal power. There's also like a life force, like go for the things that you are passionate about. There's like it's like freedom and liberation, following the path that feels true to you. Don't feel like you have to go along with a certain path because what society says, what other people think, like what feels good for you. That's the energy of the horse. And also it's a lovely energy to get this year. We're in the year of the horse in the Chinese zodiac, the fire horse. So I feel like there's something maybe like a passion or a creative pursuit that this energy is encouraging you to like jump on the horse and charge ahead. But this could also be this could be a guide that's been with you, you know, this could be a supportive guide that's been on your path for a long time. But horse says, trust your power, move forward with courage, don't be afraid to walk your own path. You know, you've got this guide along the way with you. Your spirit knows the direction you should be moving towards. So yeah, do some exploration. Do some more exploration with that beautiful horse guide. Horses might mean something particular to you. So if horse means something to you, then that's really, really important to go with what it means to you. All right, my dear friends. I'm gonna go for the evening. I've loved being here with you. I hope this was helpful, calming. I hope you feel supported. Your other guide was a dragonfly, and you can look into that. Thank you, closing time. Thank you. Thanks. You have a great night too. It's been lovely to hang out with you. Please follow me. Please come back. We'll hang out again. And if you put your name in the crystal bowl, come back on Friday and we'll pull a name out and hopefully it's yours. All right. Sending so much love. Hey, think about, we have the full moon. Think about what you want to release. Think about all the ways you can show up. What's in the way of you being like the truest expression of yourself? And ask your guides, whether you know who they are or not, ask them to help you release what's no longer serving you. And I'll see you back here soon. So much love from my heart to yours. I'll see you soon. Bye.
So she's getting her order in.